This video has been brought to you by Echo Falls. Big shout out to Echo Falls. Word to my main man, Ty Booth. Now we're gonna drink some Echo Falls before we get into this whole Luis Ortiz debacle, because it's getting worse and worse by the hour. But yeah, big shout out to Echo Falls. We gotta get Ty Booth that's Echo Falls sponsorship. So we got a video on that coming out soon. Make sure y'all go check out Ty Booth's channel. And let's just pour a little bit of Echo Falls before we tear into Luis Ortiz, because it's quite shambolic stuff we got going on with Luis Ortiz. But it's your boy BT. We're here on True School Sports. Now, Luis Ortiz, Anthony Joshua, the latest developments in that saga. It's getting worse, man. It's like the gift that keeps on giving. It's getting worse. Okay, it was reported by Boxing Scene just a matter of minutes ago, maybe about an hour and some change ago, was reported by Boxing.com that Luis Ortiz turned down a $5 million offer, and when he turned it down, he said, "Look, I'm not just turning it down. I want you to give me $10 million. You give me $10 million, and I'll fight you, champ." Now, let's get into the details. So basically, he was offered. It's been confirmed by multiple sources, according to BoxingScene.com, that Ortiz representatives turned down a $5 million offer for Ortiz to step in on 5 weeks' notice. They then asked, once he turned down, they asked for $10 million, and then, which is really, it's $3.5 million more than Miller was supposed to get. So it's really not looking good for him, man. And I don't understand why he would even feel comfortable asking for $10 million, because I understand that he's a better fighter than Miller. He's a top more of an upper echelon heavyweight than Jarrell Miller, but let's have it right, man. Let's have it right. You don't speak English. That's number one. Number two, you're not from New York. You're not undefeated, okay? And you've never seen anywhere close to $5 million. I mean, for Christ's sakes, you fought Wilder for bum money, which is $500K, and you had a chance to fight Anthony Joshua, the biggest name in the division, at Madison Square Garden for 3 heavyweight belts. I mean, just when I thought I couldn't lose any more respect for Luis Ortiz, we got to hear this crap. Just when I thought I couldn't lose any more respect for Luis Ortiz, this crap comes out. And it is getting worse and worse and worse for Luis King Kong Ortiz. So, that's what it is there. Now, Eddie Hearn, it does say in this article that Eddie Hearn he's expected to make a counter offer to Ortiz before finalizing a deal for Jarrell Miller's replacement. So there will, according to this article, if that holds true, then Eddie Hearn will give Luis Ortiz another offer, another opportunity to fight for the heavyweight championship of the world. I mean, I don't get it. I really don't get it. You got these fighters, especially Ortiz. Ortiz was flapping his gums more than any heavyweight I know. Oh, I'll step in and fight whoever. I'll do this. I'll do that. I'm ready for Joshua. Yada, 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 yada. Malarkey, malarkey, malarkey. It's all BS. And that's all that seems to be flying out of these PBC heavyweights' mouth. You had Adam Kalnacki, a guy who would have probably been a better opponent as far as, him from being in New York, him being undefeated, him being the younger fighter, top 10 guy himself. He's talking about, what do I look like, a prostitute? A prostitute? A prostitute? Like, come on, man. This is the unified heavyweight championship of the world at Madison Square Garden. Is this not a big deal anymore? Am I out of touch with reality? Like, please, in the comments, let me know. Let me know if your boy BT is out of touch with reality, because, I mean, how much bigger can it get? How much bigger can it get than to fight for the undisputed heavyweight, not undisputed, scratch that, the unified heavyweight championship of the world at the Madison Square Garden? I mean, you talk about these guys talk a lot of trash about being as great as these guys on my shirt, like Bo and Holyfield. Big shout out to Bo and Holyfield, good friend. Guys I love and admire, respect. I've seen them quite a few times, quite a lot actually. They're great people, but they are great fighters today. And why are they great fighters? Because I know people wanted to slag out Bo for the whole Lewis thing, but even before we got to Lewis, Bo had to fight Holyfield. Okay, a prime Evander Holyfield in his prime. Okay, but he took the challenge. He was willing to take the challenge, and it was what it was. But you got guys like Adam Kalnacki. Okay, you got guys like Luis Ortiz. You got all these guys talking about how good they are, and in Ortiz's case, he's the boogeyman in the division. They offer you $5 million. You know what you can do with $5 million? You know how much problems you can solve with $5 million. I mean, damn. The great Charlie Sheen once said there's nothing $10,000 can't solve, but $5 million can solve a lot of problems. $5 million could do a lot for his family. Could do a lot for his daughter, who I know has that I know his daughter has I forgot what it was. I don't want to misquote what it was, but I know she has some sort of disabilities or illness. So it could have really helped him with his family and whatnot. And who's to say that Al Heyman maybe isn't helping him out behind the scenes? That's not my business. But what I'm saying is, I mean, $5 million, unified heavyweight championship of the world against Anthony Joshua at the Madison Square Garden for the opportunity to become the first Cuban-born heavyweight champion of the world. And you turn it down. For what? A Wilder rematch? A Wilder rematch? How much is Lewis gonna make a Wilder rematch? I mean, I gotta take a sip of this Echo Falls and just ponder how much he'll make if he fights Deontay Wilder. Let me see. It's quite good. You're not gonna make anything. You're not gonna make anything fighting Deontay Wilder. It makes no sense. So it's looking really bad for Luis Ortiz. I like him as a fighter. I'll still watch his fights, but I can't look at him the same anymore. And what's funny was, I put that video out last night about how he turned down the $8 million offer, and I had people hit me up in South Florida boxing circle saying, "Oh, well, I'm hearing it was this, and I'm hearing it was that." Well, now we're hearing it's $5 million. So, they got some explaining to do. They got some explaining to do. We're talking about Ortiz's team. They got some explaining to do for themselves, for his reputation, because boxing fans will not respect Ortiz the way they used to after this, because you just don't turn down opportunities like this. What was that song? How does it go? Opportunity knocks but once and don't come back no more. And you blew the opportunity to really make some history as a Cuban-born heavyweight. If he wins that fight, I know he's like 55 years old, Ortiz, but you could have put yourself in the driver's seat of boxing, got yourself some very nice paydays. You could have been in the position to dictate things, but you turned it down because you're fighting Wilder, and you're like I said in my last video from earlier today, he's just part of the bigger picture known as the Deontay Wilder Witness Protection Program. The Deontay Wilder Witness Protection Program, which features the likes of Gervonta Davis and Earl Spence is waiting outside the door to join them in the Deontay Wilder in the Gervonta Davis Witness Protection Program, and they're all going to be roommates together. So it's really unfortunate. He's just being used as a pawn to help Wilder duck Anthony Joshua. Him, Adam Kownacki, Andy Reid's probably be involved in that at some point. And now they're trying to prop up Chris Arreola to be a contender again, because he just came up a big win against Jean-Pierre Augustine. So that's the news. It's been confirmed by BoxingT.com that Luis Ortiz turned down a $5 million offer, and then he asked for double that to fight Anthony Joshua on June 1st. So he priced himself out on purpose to avoid getting slaughtered. And that's just what it is. So you guys let me know what you think in the comments down below. Take the time to subscribe. I'm gonna go enjoy the rest of my day. I gotta go to dinner later on, and I want to enjoy some of this Echo Falls. Hey, stay tuned for that video about Tyan Booth, because he's doing some great things on this channel. I really love his channel, and I think he deserves an Echo Falls sponsorship. So we're gonna campaign here on True School Sports to get Tyan Booth that Echo Falls sponsorship. So that's what it is. You guys let me know what you think in the comments down below. Take the time to subscribe. Like I say in every single one of these videos, you can love me or you can hate me, but I'm just giving Daniel. So until next time, take care, guys.